Mr. Frodo?
What, Sam?
What's the answer to this question?
Oh, Sam, I can't help you.
What is it attracts in Nick anyway? It's nothing unnatural, is it?
Gentlemen, might I remind you that there be no cheating on this final exam, or you shall not pass!
Good morning, students. Welcome to school. Remember, the thought of the day is...
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Welcome to Necology 101, the study of the nerd and geek in their natural habitat. I'm Gary.
It's Rudy.
John.
And we are the nice who say... Geek! All right. Well, we're going to take a little walk on the Who superhero side today and look at what's coming up in the superhero universe. So here, the deal is...
Go.
We're not just looking at Marvel or DC, whatever else is out there, because everything going to Disney, they're focused on Star Wars. A lot of superhero stuff's going on, but not popping out like it did before. No. So let's catch up. Rudy, what do you got for us? Go, Rudy, go.
Come on, Rudy.
Is this me?
Yes.
This is you.
We know Black Widow's coming. We know that
You're
one.
5
So
foot nothing.
So we got a couple
100
coming out.
pounds and nothing. Let's go, Rudy.
So we got a couple of feature films coming out. We have the Black Widow that comes out in May.
Right, May.
And then we also have the big movie in November, The Internals, that's supposed to
Oh, I heard about that.
broaden the MCU.
Eternals or internals?
Eternals.
Okay.
Oh.
I
thought you said internals, too.
Internals, that's a gang you have to be scared of.
Internals? Eternal.
Eternals.
Eternal.
Eternal.
Okay, let's just set real quick. We got a
Oh,
peanut
my
gallery
God.
today,
Yes, big
so
time.
if you hear people in the background there.
What are you laughing about?
What are you laughing
He's
at?
laughing at
Internals, it's a
Internals.
gang you have to be scared of.
Okay.
I just made myself laugh sometimes.
It's like the branch of the gang, the sisters.
Ron misses this. He does miss this, I can tell. You need that outlet.
I do. I need
It's
to-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get as much as, so that's all good. All right, go back.
Okay.
So the
Eternals.
So with those two movies, there's a couple of the Disney Plus series that are coming out. We
Okay.
have Winter Soldier and the Falcon that comes
Right.
out.
Ooh, I saw the trailer for that one. Looked good.
I think it comes out at the beginning of the summer.
Okay.
And then they pushed an early release for the WandaVision series.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be pretty important to the whole new Phase 4
Okay.
of the MCU because
We
it's
talked
gonna,
about those phases before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's interesting about what they're doing with Disney Plus is that before with all the Marvel series that we had followed at Netflix.
Yes.
Kind of the bigger issue is that it wasn't really connecting into like the ultimate timeline of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So what Disney's doing with the Disney Plus series is that they're kind of forcing you to pay attention to those series because they're gonna connect, gonna be those like those little spacers in between the movies. So. In order for you to get the new Doctor Strange
Marvel's doing
Multiverse
this.
of Madness, you're going to have to watch WandaVision.
Got it.
In other words, you have to know how to punch.
I was in prison for 3 years. I know how to punch.
Show me. Terrible.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me.
That's how you punch.
So it's pretty cool because you kind of instead of getting the 2 movies or 3 movies a year, you're pretty much getting 5 or 6, and it kind of pushes more of the viewers into the Disney Plus series, and also kind of
That was the point.
Yeah, and it also forces the people that are producing the Disney Plus series that, hey, this is going to be important. You're going to have to pump some money and some creative directors and writers into it because
Otherwise it's
if
gonna be
that series doesn't do well and doesn't drive, then you're jeopardizing a larger money making movie.
Well, because also a lot of people, you said earlier, they watch The Mandalorian and they cut off their Disney because there's nothing else. So they got to be producing
That's the
content.
other thing. If they pump that up, then people will keep their Disney, I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in between, like, oh, I'm waiting for this one, I'll watch this one. Then one's done, watching that one. Yep.
Okay, that was good.
Nice.
episode.
I do know.
That's it.
Right.
There's nothing DC coming out?
Well, you know what's
DC's
funny?
right there.
Nice.
So with the new shows, just kind of a quick recap. So Black Widow is a prequel to her life in the Red Room.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of takes place after the events of Civil War.
Right. Yep.
So in between the time that they broke her out of that prison, she's kind of floating, and she ends up going back to Russia, going back to the Red
Hiding
Room.
out too, right?
Yeah.
How come she doesn't have a Russian accent?
She's been
Because
married.
she's not Russian.
Oh, she's not?
Well, she trained in
Russian-born.
Russia, but like she can have a Russian accent. She can speak Japanese. She can do whatever she
Wait,
wants.
she did speak when in the first.
The first Avengers, she was
Yeah.
talking
speaking
in
another-
First Avengers, she was speaking Russian.
Yeah.
She was.
She did.
Я думала, генерал Солигуб отвечает за экспорт.
See, that's what I'm saying. Why does she not talk like this
What
all
is
the
that?
time?
'Cause obviously, she's a
Do you
good
not
spy. She
understand
blends
my
in.
accent? young
Oi,
man?
mate.
A
I
good
said
spy
you
doesn't.
sound like you
Put a
have a
little
good
good
shrimp on
spy
the
doesn't
ball.
have an
Don't
accent.
lisp. Lisp would be like this. So, honey bunch, I like to spend time with
Right
you.
there you
That
go.
is the lisp.
Accent.
This is the Russian.
So the
I'm
black-
Spetsnaz.
So the Black Widow movie introduces the Red Guardian, which is the Russian version of Captain America.
Yep.
And then it also introduces
Who?
the
Didn't come.
what?
What's his name again?
The Red Guardian.
Oh, that's right.
The guy from Stranger Things.
Yes. So
David
in
Barber.
Stranger
Oh,
Things,
yeah, that's
we
right.
left him a prisoner in Russia. So now we know what he's been doing.
Oh, what's his name?
Right, it's all we can.
Hopper.
David
Hopper.
Barber. Hopper.
Oh, he's gonna be
Yeah.
there?
Which we got a little sneak peek trailer.
From Stranger Things. Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Is he like the
Is that another superhero thing?
like
Maybe.
the out of shape superhero, like the Thor?
It's no, kind
I
of.
like vodka.
Yeah, yeah.
I drink lots of vodka.
So
still
in the
superhero.
so in the whole process of creating the super soldier serum, there's been a lot of people that try to replicate the serum, and so obviously the Russians try to do it,
And they put hummus in it.
and
didn't
the
they?
Red Guardian was like kind of a failed version of it.
Right.
Oh,
You
like
know.
you failed.
Yeah.
You don't look like Captain
I don't know.
America.
I don't know if the serum itself had failed, but it takes a good person, a character, to become a successful super soldier. I guess. So I don't know.
So
And-
he has the same powers? Because in the comics, did he have the powers? I thought he didn't in the comics.
Yeah. He had a superhuman strength.
Well, and it doesn't mean they don't age. They just age different, right?
No, we're not talking about age. Or
No, but Captain America-
No,
Captain
they
America
they
aged
age the
normally.
same.
What I'm
It's
saying
just
is
they get
Captain America
enhanced.
eventually aged.
Well, he was just frozen.
Yes,
That's
he
why
was
Yeah.
frozen.
No, but in the
They're just
obvious-
enhanced people, pretty
yeah,
much.
what I'm saying is they can die and they can age. They just take
Yeah.
longer to.
Yes.
So and he can put on weight.
Yeah. Why do
I'm
you
just
point to
saying.
me when you do
Put
that?
on weight, right? You put on weight.
You know, I've been doing okay.
No, you're doing good. You look good.
Don't touch me.
No, the David Barber character, he's got he's a little because they tease him about his weight or whatever too. So
Yeah, which is fat shaming, by the way.
I know.
Thanks a lot, Marvel.
I know. There's somebody did a whole piece on that one too.
Still fits. Family. Back together again.
You got fat.
Smelly water weight.
They introduced an important villain that everybody's been waiting for. That's Taskmaster. So he's going to be the villain in the movie.
I haven't been waiting for him.
He's just the only ability that he really has is that he's able to
Make you
learn
do
and
things?
learn and mimic.
You better do things. That's
I
my
have a
superpower.
list.
Get it done.
He's a multitask master.
Right, nice. There you go. Yes.
But he's able to mimic people's fighting techniques instantly.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? How that was
Yeah.
gonna.
So that's why I think in the
Bruce Lee
movie
right
that he
now.
has a shield because he's kind of learned Captain America's fighting style.
Gotcha.
And
Does the Russian guy-
so within a couple minutes of
different character.
Captain America.
No, but does the Russian dude, Red Spetsnaz or whatever his name is, does he like have anything cool like a
he has a
shield
shield.
or?
He has a shield in the comics,
buckler,
but we
maybe?
haven't seen it in the trailers
buckler.
though.
He's got a cool looking
Magic
helmet,
ring.
though.
Well, he is strong enough to be.
He's got
'cause
that
He
sickle.
fights Taskmaster in the trailer, so he has to be good enough to fight him at least.
Does he have accuments? Is that what we call it?
Accoutrements.
Does he have accoutrements?
Yeah.
Does he have those?
He
or
doesn't
no?
have the utility belt.
So no
or anything
utility
like
belt
that.
like Batman,
Yeah.
no cape, no mask. No.
So that's pretty much all we know with the movie.
Got it.
what is it? Captain America or
Winter Soldier,
Falcon and Winter
Falcon.
Soldier.
On your left.
On my left. Got it. Don't say it. Don't you say
On
it.
your left.
Come on!
Saw a trailer for that one.
Yeah,
He is
kind of
that-
continues on after
Falcon
after
is the
Endgames.
new Altered Carbon guy. Did you know that?
What?
Falcon is the new Altered Carbon guy.
Oh, so he's in that
that?
series now?
Mm-hmm. And then, what's her name? Who got her arm cut off in Luke Cage? What's her name?
Nubby?
Nubby. Yeah, remember Nubby?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know the drummer from Def Leppard? Him. No. What's her name? Misty.
Yeah, Misty Knight.
She's in it too. Yeah, huh?
Oh,
in the
there
new
you go.
Altered Carbon.
Nice.
Pretty good. Just
Wow.
just a side note, sorry.
Right.
Go on. Keep going.
I did see...
Taskmaster says go.
So
That'd be a good role for you.
So it,
Oh, whatever, governor.
it follows those two guys at the end of Endgame, kind of post Captain America life. So they continue on doing,
Captain America stuff.
Well, they
Yeah,
pair up
Captain
because
America stuff.
Bucky's got the superhero. They've got, it's like the two parts of Captain America, right?
Yeah.
He's got the Captain America
arm
shield,
like,
and he's got the
no, because Falcon gets the shield, right?
Well, I'm saying it's been-
Falcon's the new Captain America.
right, but he's like his backup.
Yeah, but he's got like wings. He's like Captain America with
Yeah.
wings.
Well, but doesn't Bucky have like the same ability?
Ability.
He's
Yeah.
I'm
basically-
just saying
He's a-
between
he's
the
a
two
super
of them,
soldier.
yeah, he's him. Basically,
they make up for Captain
Yeah.
America together.
No, but he
Well,
doesn't have the
kinda like a
strength or
lesser
anything.
version.
Yeah, he does. He's a
Yeah.
super soldier
That's why he's able to keep
How
up
did
with.
he get Super Soldier?
because of the Russians.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Wasn't
remember
it? No,
he
it was
in
the
charge of-
Nazis.
Okay,
wasn't
one
it?
time, guys.
Huh?
It was the Germans that did it. Remember?
Germans.
Yeah.
But it
Well,
was also like
no,
not
I'm
the
not
Germans,
talking-
but Hydra.
The
I'm
Hydra.
not talking about
Yeah.
Bucky. I'm talking about Falcon.
Yeah, how is he going to be?
He's a
Falcon
regular
is-
dude.
He's
with
just a
wings.
regular
I'm saying.
dude.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So he has the shield part. Bucky has the super soldier part.
Yes, exactly.
But
Okay.
with the metal arm.
yes.
But which another great villain is it's not really introduced. I mean, we had him in Civil War, but we didn't really actually have him. But Zemo or Baron
Zemo's
von
in there.
Zemo. So
he's the
in
mind.
the previews, he's had the the whole purple mask that he has in the comics, which was really cool. But I guess he's escaped from that super prison that we left him in at the end of Civil War, and is trying to get his revenge on the Avengers or whoever is left.
Yeah.
And then we have WandaVision, which Wanda, I guess, isn't really doing so well after the death of Vision.
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
You will.
And this series has become, really, really important to the continuation of the whole Phase 4 onto Phase 5.
Right.
Because it's a big moment in the comic book world when we had the House of M, where Wanda just went,
nuts, huh?
bat crazy, and she completely wiped out all of mutant kind, and so she has the capability of doing that. So what the people at Marvel have
So
to
she
do
went
is kind
Thanos.
of transitioning from the Wanda that we know from the comics as being just super uber powerful, that's capable of doing that, into something that she can cause damage or ripple into the multiverse, which carries on to that new Doctor Strange movie.
Multiverse,
So-
Gary. Multiverse.
So whatever she does, I guess Doctor Strange finds out about it, because we all know
So is she the villain in his movie?
she could very well be a great villain within that MCU.
Wow. Yeah. Those are sometimes, that's a tough one when the good guy turns, huh?
Wizard.
So,
Yeah.
wow. I thought that.
So what Doctor Strange says in Infinity War is that he protects the reality.
Yeah.
So I guess there's something that she does that completely damages or has effects of the current reality.
So when Thanos did his snap, it affected all of our reality, but then he's talking about multiple. So it didn't affect that. Affect our universe, not. We don't know.
I don't know.
So she get a whole deeper level of something. That's kind of wild.
Yeah. So I think that's the next year and a half for Marvel.
And Loki's after that.
Listen well, brother. I'm listening.
Isn't it Loki establishing King the Conqueror?
It could be, because the uniform that he wears in that little glimpse that we have is pretty much like the Time Police, So he's creating some branches. You know, we talked about what was the sorcerer that Hulk met with. Keep forgetting the name.
She had the time.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah.
The ancient one.
Yeah,
The ancient one. So the conversation that she had with Banner about branches, that's what Loki is kind of creating.
That'd be a good cereal.
So
Sorcerer Supreme.
Do you like cereal? I think you do.
Part of this balanced breakfast.
Chronotons and Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
So there's an entity out there that kind of keeps track of what's happening on the Ultimate Timeline. So I guess they sense
his
that
name
Loki is
Gary
creating,
P. Vance.
creating branches, with having the Tesseract. So so yeah, King the Conqueror, who is a villain that jumps through different times and realities, could be the ultimate villain.
Wow.
The new,
Which is interesting because King the Conqueror is a really big Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah, he is.
They're trying to connect all that together too.
Yes.
Maybe the Cancer verse will come in too. So it's like it's its own side thing that's like in between universes, and it's a bunch of people like the Fantastic Four along with the Avengers accidentally go there, and it's got like all the same versions of them, but everything's the opposite. So all the villains are good, all the heroes are bad, and everything's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
There. So it's they go. It's all the heroes who are
What's
like
it
all
called?
the villains and stuff.
The Cancerverse.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why
does
it's called that, 'cause
chemotherapy help with that?
everything's trying to kill you.
What stage are we in there?
Cancerverse. Yes.
Cancer jokes.
So it's interesting. You mentioned that the multiverse, and I guess with DC, they have their whole thing with the Arrowverse. Because they've done a lot with that too. I haven't checked it out, but I do know it sounds really interesting though. You have multiple Supermen. It's like it all gets kind of blown open wide,
CW.
and they're CW out. And have you checked it out? Because I haven't seen it.
I try not to.
Yeah, see, I haven't really followed the the DC TV,
Yeah.
which I've heard they've done a really good job with. There's whole separate universes and kind of distinguishing them, and then separating them from like their cinematic universe.
But then there's a putting back together into one. So there's not was one
All their
universe.
shows are connected.
Yeah,
to each other.
which
done
I
a good
did.
job
I
with that.
did see the episode with connecting the two Flashes, which I thought was really cool.
What the hell is this?
I'm asking myself the same question. Literally. No, this can't be happening. What are you doing here?
Well, I'll tell you that when you tell me where here is.
So they had the Flash from the Justice League movie come into the show.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And he's getting his own movie too.
Aaron, do that voice. Go.
eventually.
Hi.
Good. That was good.
He played the Flash.
Yes, he played the Flash for us.
Every
yes.
time he does the Flash, I am transported.
I do. I like back in the movie.
Yeah, so that's
I hate you.
I love you.
Love you.
right.
So they've expanded the Suicide Squad movie into the Birds of Prey, which I haven't seen.
Is it out?
I liked it a lot.
Ron said he liked it.
Yes, it's out.
It didn't get the best of ratings, but I know the Rotten Tomatoes.
They changed the name.
The
To what?
What do you call it? The viewer
Harley Quinn and the Birds
rating
of
was
Prey?
higher than what Rotten
Birds of
Tomatoes
Prey
gave,
and
That's good.
which is always a good sign.
Fantabulous
Yeah.
What did it get?
Emancipation of One Harley Quinn's the
Huh?
full name of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, is it?
But
I don't
it's
know
just
what the
big
final
title,
percentage was that
Prey.
Birds of Prey got, but
But it's Harley Quinn.
but
in the
they're
Birds of
making
Prey.
a second Suicide Squad movie with James Gunn as the director.
Redoing it though.
Huh?
Is it like a redo? Remake?
I don't know if they'd call it a reboot because Harley Quinn's still in it. There's a couple other actors that are still in it, so it's just another version of the Suicide Squad.
I think it
Because
definitely
in the
needs something.
comic, in different versions of the comics, the Suicide Squad, their cast change, so they take some people out,
Is
put
that
some
kind
new
of like the
people in.
Joker?
Yeah.
Isn't there different Jokers? I heard.
Well, we've
Like
had,
Jared Leto.
we have 3 Jokers
I
in
know,
the
but
last
like
10 years.
the Jared Leto Joker is supposed to be a different version of Joker versus what
Does this
Joaquin Phoenix did.
Yeah. Would this possibly lead up to the Hall of Doom?
I don't know.
The Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom.
Yes,
you guys know what
So
that
they
is?
hinted towards that in
At the end of
Justice League.
Justice
That'd
League.
be a great.
Welcome to the Hall of Doom. I'm Vandal Savage.
You better not be wasting my time.
You five are here because you each have a personal vendetta against a member of the Justice League. You wish to see them dead, while I have no personal enmity towards them. I have a vision for this world, and they would stand in my way. Their deaths serve my goals.
With
That'd be great.
Deadshot and Lex Luthor in that scene. So
But I think they'd have to start bringing in a lot of the bad guys because people would know who they were.
That big gorilla guy.
Oh,
Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd is actually on Flash.
I know.
So they pulled a lot.
I think in order to do that, they have to clean up their timelines a little bit more. It's too sporadic.
Yes.
Too
Yeah, I
many
agree.
different things going on.
That was a problem
So-
with DC. They just kind of were all over the place.
Yeah, and they're still kind of like that. I don't think they'd be able to pull something off like
it was
that.
just like a game of soccer and everybody had a ball.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, you're all
yeah.
forwards. Go. It's 4-year-old soccer. Have fun.
Right now, it's kind of just like pandering to people's it's like a cool factor, I guess, but it's
Yeah.
not very interesting.
Well, I feel like it's just like, well, let's get out there and make some money, man. Let's
Yeah.
go do it. People go to this.
As in, what's funny, as in with Marvel, they'll sit back, plan,
Yep.
and instead of just respond. So maybe that's the key too. Now I do know that I did see.
Did you say Tutu?
Tutu.
Okay.
They did the trailer. All it was what's his Robert Patterson in the
Yeah.
Batman suit with the music.
Oh.
Some all long, whatever.
Edward's
All
gonna
they
be
show.
Batman.
Okay.
The vampire Batman.
Hello. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself last week. I'm Edward Cullen. You're Bella.
Yes.
Is he going to be a sparkly Batman?
He's gonna be very sparkly.
I am a fan.
I like that man.
My favorite movie, Robert Pattinson is the lead actor. Okay,
He said he's a good actor.
he's a
Twilight.
good actor.
Twilight.
You know what? Did you guys see the Lighthouse movie?
I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Man,
That looks good.
It was good.
See, that's my
It's-
kind of movie.
I would have given it all the awards.
What?
The Lighthouse.
Yeah, it was so
I don't know
good.
if it's your
Was
cup
it?
of tea, Gary.
It was just like
It's a little gnarly.
I like period movies.
yeah, it was just a mix of
I know what you're
you know like all
William
your,
Dafoe. Yeah.
William Dafoe's good.
Willem Dafoe is amazing in this movie,
Lighthouse.
and it just blows my mind that either the Globes or the Academy, which you know I don't take anything that they that they give or anything like that. I'm not knocking on any of the movies or actors that have won Academy Awards or anything like that, but Willem Dafoe should have got something because he was amazing in that movie.
Wow.
I got to see it.
But the Twilight guy was good too in it. So
What's
Twilight
the
guy.
guy's
Twilight
name?
guy.
What's his name?
Twilight guy,
Robert.
Robert Pattinson.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
Get the old. Well, we'll see. You know what?
So yeah, so we have the new Batman coming out. We have the new Suicide Squad. There is a Green Lantern series that is in the works. That's supposed to be.
No.
It's going to be a series. I think it's going to be in
Sounds
the
exciting.
the DC streaming service or HBO. One of
They
them.
just make a movie. Come on.
They already did that.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
didn't work out well.
They could do it better this time.
Ryan Reynolds.
They
loved it. What are
could
you
they
talking
could have
about?
taken all those DC movies and done it better, but they haven't.
Well, that makes me sad.
Except Batman
And Wonder Woman.
with
Oh, and
Christian
and
Bale,
what,
those were
we're
good.
getting a new
And
Wonder Woman this year
and new
too.
Aquaman. I thought Aquaman. I liked Aquaman.
Aquaman was
movie.
really good.
Yes.
Aquaman was
It's like
pretty good.
they have the capability.
Wait a sec. He doesn't even look like the real Aquaman, bro.
Well,
Actually, yes, he
Ron
does.
was
No,
saying-
90s
doesn't.
comic. Yes.
No.
Yes, and that's canon.
No.
What, did he has long hair and a beard?
Yeah.
Oh, he does age that there. They do have a later one.
Yeah, and then his arm gets chopped off, and he puts a giant hook on it. It's awesome.
And you can launch the hook too.
Yeah, he can
It's
shoot
great.
the hook at you.
Wow.
Great.
Well, I
But it's
think
not
I think in the
Aquaman,
new
sorry.
Aquaman series, they're kind of taking his likeness and making it the new Aquaman,
Yeah.
just like they did with Samuel L. Jackson.
That's right, baby.
Samuel L.
he
Jackson
should be Aquaman.
Is Nick Fury in the comics?
Right.
He should be Aquaman.
Well, he was Samuel L. Jackson was Nick Fury.
Come on, horse, let's go!
He was Nick Fury before he was Nick Fury in the movies.
That's right, he was.
Yeah,
He was Samuel L. Jackson.
and he didn't even know it.
I know.
They used his likeness and everything.
I
and,
know.
Wow.
And he and when he was asked to be a part of I think it was the Iron Man movie was his first first one.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I don't think I'm right for the part. He just remembers the David Hasselhoff Nick Fury.
Oh yeah,
and the casting director showed him a comic. He's like, well, you've already been Nick Fury for the last couple years, and he had no idea that they were using his likeness. And he's like,
"What are you talking about?
We're not asking you to be Nick Fury. We're just telling you, no, you've already been Nick
Yeah.
Fury. Now
Let's just follow. Just sign this paper.
Now
and be
you might
official.
as well get paid to play Nick Fury.
Right. Okay, one last question.
Okay.
What's going to happen to Hulk's arm?
Oh, I don't know.
Should we even ask that question?
No, let's not.
I think it'll heal up just fine.
He'll be fine. I was concerned.
What happened with
gamma
him and what's her
radiation.
name? They're not now that he's green. She
come
doesn't
on.
want him
No, I
anymore?
think they kind of taken away that storyline because of the
Isn't she dead?
of the
She's
separation.
dead.
She's dead now.
And plus, she's dead.
I'm just saying
That's
was
kind
not-
of slows it
And
down.
they didn't-
She got over him real quick.
Yeah, I think they just didn't continue it because of the separation and how long it's been. They just kind of gave it the homage
Oh,
of
they're
having
looking
that
for She-Hulk
that
now.
awkward. Hey,
Oh,
remember
that's-
me?
Yeah, when's that coming out too?
I'm
That's
not sure. They're looking,
She-Hulk.
and they
What's that?
say
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, and what's his name is going to become Ross is going to become the Red Hulk. I think people have been wanting that for a long time.
Oh, because he wants that so bad.
From Friends?
No. General Ross. That would be
General
kind of cool
Thunder Ross.
if like She-Hulk and like now
Joey and Chandler are going to be in there?
Well, that's kind of the other thing that I think they're setting up is, well, we have Baron Zemo. So we already have Thunderbolt Ross.
Oh, God. This is getting silly now.
Yeah. So
What
we have,
did you want to see that, though?
And then we have the Taskmaster coming in.
I don't know.
So there's a possibility of having the Thunderbolts and having that whole series because it's either you're going to do the
Thundercats. Okay.
Oh,
it's either you're going to do the Thunderbolts or you're going to do the Dark Avengers.
Oh!
He's on a different fandom track.
The Dark Avengers would be it would take a lot longer and it'll be a little harder to set up now, as when you already have the moving parts to do a Thunderbolt series.
There you go.
Wouldn't you love to see that though? She-Hulk, Hulk fighting Red Hulk.
I don't think so.
What?
I don't know.
Why?
He's not in
But
superheroes as much as John.
She-Hulk wouldn't be a part of the Thunderbolts.
She wouldn't?
No, but she
No.
could fight. She could fight.
Who's part of the
with
Revengers?
Hulk. She'd help her cousin out.
Right. Nice.
The Revengers, yeah.
The Revengers.
That's with Captain Prostate, right?
Yes, exactly. Two
This
finger.
episode is brought to you by Preparation
Hey,
Aids. One finger
if you've got
or
hemorrhoids, just use 2 fingers and bam.
Well, hey, good point to end right here. Let's see. Oh no.
Why do we have to end there, Gary?
Well, because
Why do you always want to end when we start talking about hemorrhoids?
Because it's the end.
Oh,
of all things,
We have another thing.
we do.
yeah, we do.
So,
Okay.
on that note, I hope Superhero Land comes together. That all your dreams come true. Oh, that's Disney, sorry, and that keep enjoying our superheroes because we love them. So, I'm so Gary,
Still Rudy.
Still Captain Hemorrhoids.
and class is dismissed.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
You're going to get a back punch.
Listen to your mother.
Oh my god, this. All right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Thanks for listening to Neekology 101. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on what's new in the fandom universe. You can find Neekology 101 on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, or wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. We love to hear from our fans, and your input helps make this show possible. Find us on Facebook, Instagram at God Among Geeks, or you can contact us at neekology101class@gmail.com. We know there's a lot of good choices out there, and we appreciate you listening. Because we are still the Knights who say, Neek!